Hello there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your general reading. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here. Welcome. All right. Now, these are timeless readings, so please trust that your intuition has sent you here because there is a message just for you in today's card reading. Whatever it is that is going on in your current life, there's a message here just for you. If you'd like to share that in the comments down below, let me go ahead and do that. Let me know what's resonating with you because I do love to communicate with all of my viewers. Thank you. All right, here you go. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. All right, so lots of positive confidence, you know, the energy of knowing your self-worth. I mean, it's almost like you've had this glow up. This is my glow up card. You know, whenever I see the Queen of Wands, it's like, you know, because a lot of us go through stuff in life, right? You know, and sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad, but whatever it is, sometimes we get into a little bit of a slump. And whenever I see the Queen of Wands, it's sort of like just that light of fire, and you're glowing and you're very attractive, you're very confident, you know what you want, you know where you're going. I mean, you're just so focused on the future, and you're just, you know, you're attracting people towards you. You're very magnetic. Oh, look at that. That decided to pop out. The Tower card. So the Tower card is about the upheaval that's happened in your life. And so when I talk about, it's kind of interesting because I should have just said it, but the Queen of Wands, remember I said it's my glow up card, meaning that you've come from some place that, you know, like maybe has gotten you down in the dumps a little bit. But the Tower moment is about that big shakeup in your life, the thing that really flipped your world upside down, something that's really crumbled the walls of the tower, and now you are rebuilding yourself and rebuilding your life. And here's the thing. You're coming out on top because whatever it is that wiped you out, that really destroyed your world, you're coming out on top. You're finally at the point where it's like, whew, thank God that's over, because here you are being the Queen of Wands, totally confident, totally full of fire and energy. Here you've got, you may have just united with someone that you were seeing eye to eye with, very, you know, kind of like, almost like a deep connection with someone that you see eye to eye with, someone you see as an equal. There's a connection, a deep connection there between the two of you. And it's definitely a strong union. Now here, your inner strength may be tested here, and if it hasn't, it will be. And so universe is reminding you that in challenging situations, such as the Tower moment here, let me move some cards so you can see. In challenging moments with like the Tower here, you know, you're reminded that not everything has to be dealt with in the most conventional way. The great thing about the Aquarians is that you guys are so smart and you're visionaries. You are able to see things very differently. Now, in situations like this where things have crumbled down and you're rebuilding your world, allow that visionary side of you to really rebuild your life and deal with challenges in non-conventional ways, right? Use that inner strength, use your intuition. Wow, the Empress card here. So you guys are all about creating. And if you just united with someone, you may be starting a family, maybe adopting animals, something like that. But definitely here, this is a card of creation, manifestation. The Empress is very powerful. She waves that scepter and she gets things done. And she's also incredibly magnetic. You may be in a point right now, having the Queen of Wands plus the Empress here, you're very attractive right now, Aquarius, you know, and really very magnetic. And you're really pulling people, pulling energy towards you, really good energy. Beware of any kind of self-sabotage or shadow behavior, okay? Whatever your tendencies are, and only you know what they are, whatever it is that kind of leads you down that road, you know, that's just like hard to get out of. Here's the thing. The devil shows up to tell you, look, you have the power to create your life, your next path, the way you want, and have the outcomes that you want. However, you're going to deal with some roadblocks. How are you going to deal with those roadblocks? Are you finally going to confront it so that you don't have to deal with it in the future? Or are you going to continue to be shackled here? And I don't want you to be shackled. I think that you're wise. I think that you've got quite a bit of experience from this Tower moment here. And the devil also reminds you that the Tower here was meant to teach you, right? To teach you something about yourself. And that you are getting to rebuild your life. Don't do it the same way that you did last time, right? Try to learn from the previous mistakes and learn something really important about yourself. Maybe your resilience is amazing, right? And universe is trying to tell you, look, you're pretty tough. The Seven of Wands, you may be having to defend yourself, right? Trying to, whether it's at work or, you know, in certain situation with family, whatever, but, you know, take a stand on something. Maybe you are rebuilding your life in a certain way that other people don't like or they're objecting to. Here's the thing. The only person who can live your life is you. And so standing up for yourself, standing up for your beliefs, that's okay. But here's the thing, don't stay here, because this can easily be a shadow behavior, right? If you're sitting here constantly fighting with others, well, yeah, that's going to suck your energy down, and you're going to go from being very high vibrating, very positive, to like down here with all these people. This card tells you don't stay in this fighting mode. Set your boundaries, and then be done with it, right? Be done with it. Confront whatever it is that's challenging you, and be done with it. All right, look at that. So once you confront whatever it is that's challenging you and these shadow behaviors here, look at the new beginnings you've got. You've got new opportunities to start on a new path. You're going to go through that archway, and there's something better around the corner. As long as you're open for it, and as long as you do what you need to do here in these tower moments, right? Learning from the tower moments. Here, you're resting, taking a break, and really connecting with the divine. And that's what you have to do, right? We have to connect with our higher selves, and so that we can utilize that energy and come at things from a wise stance, from a higher stance. You see, this guy is on a hill. He has the better angle. He has the upper ground here, upper hand. And you can have that too. Just make sure that, you connect with your higher self. Don't stoop to anybody else's level, because that'll just suck you down, and then you end up fighting the whole time. Wow. Oh my goodness. You've got the Two of Cups and then the Lovers. So here's the thing. You may have just recently united with someone, and everything is happening the way it needs to happen. You're being reminded here and now. Look, you have a chance to level up this relationship. If this is what you're looking for here, the answers to. And you're going from the Two of Cups to the Lovers. This is Two of Cups. This is Two of Cups on steroids, right? This is like a major arcana. This is major commitment on a spiritual level. But before you can really do this, you have to connect with your higher self and figure out what it is that's creating obstacles for you. What shadow behaviors do you have that you need to deal with, so that you can level up your relationship, this commitment that you've got going for you here, whatever that is, right? That commitment is so strong, but just make sure you've dealt with all of the other negativities in your life. Now, you've got the 4s here. The number 4 may be very important. If you see this sequence of 4444, that's, pay attention at that moment. There might be a message. Just realize that the universe is trying to connect with you, right? So anyway, so the number 4 is about you, and of course, you've got the little notification there. So pay attention, right? Pay attention. Oh, interesting. 1221. All right, so here you go. Number 4, 4 of Pentacles. This is about you holding on too tight. Now, if you're trying to create structure in your life, stability, you're going to get it. Okay, never fear, you're going to get it. Now, this is also a reminder not to hold on too tight, whether to your belief system or being too stubborn or being miserly. You don't want to be like that. If what you want is abundance, set out your intention, set it out into the universe. It'll come right back to you. Abundance flows when you are open to receiving. Okay, Temperance. Wow, look at this. So create balance and moderation in your life, right? Nothing too excessive, no stress, no worries, no fighting, no noise. Create balance, moderation, and trust in divine protection. The Temperance card is beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards because this is about harmony. This is about patience too. So having patience in the one you love here, having patience at the pace of divine timing, abundance will show up and come to you when it's ready. Trust that the universe is alchemizing, that the universe is creating something beautiful just for you, okay? And it will come to you in time. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? Ace of Cups, new blessings, huge blessings, love. If that's what you're here for, amazing. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, new blessings. Here's the thing, right above the Devil card. Beware of your shadow behaviors because you have so much love around you right now. Please take care of anything, any upset, any anxiety, fear, worry, sadness, any lingering sadness, despair, pain from the Tower moment. Deal with it now, Aquarius, because what we want is for you to have this happily ever after that is happening all around here. The Devil is in the core, in the central part of this reading, to remind you that you have the power to truly manifest what you want in your life. You have that power, but you also have the power to control what you no longer need in your life as well. All right, that is the main message here today. Wow, accept all of this abundance that is coming your way. Aquarius, this is beautiful. All right, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk soon. Bye-bye.